Hello humans, this is Turtle 2080. I'm continuing my journey here through reise. I am about to start round 40. It should be a dog round. I've kind of taken a little bit of gamble on that assumption, but it should be dogs, and we're going to continue on. The plan is to, anyway, unless something goes horribly wrong. Continue on with our strategy here of using this glitch room and then running our zombies out to the trap once we get past the dog round here. But we'll find out here in a second. So here we go.
Juice!
Gonna try and yeah, it's dogs. I'm gonna make it back up to the room here, or in the vicinity of the room.
Shouldn't these guys be on a leash?
I did actually just get a max ammo at the end of that last round. Not that it should matter much, but I can get some points off these dogs. Come on. Alright, we'll just kill this last guy with the old Bowie knife. There we go. Rebuild our window here. So if you've been watching the previous couple parts, you'll notice that my score has gone up a bit, and that's been through some finagling. You have to kind of watch your points there, because if you're not careful, you will spend more than you're taking in, especially kind of like the upper 20s, early 30s. There's a couple of good spots where you want to shoot. This is the primary spot here. I always use a full clip there. I try and get them right as I'm coming out of that room as well, but sometimes, just depending on what is coming at you, you might not have the opportunity to do that. But I always shoot them with a full clip right here at the end of the bridge. And we're going to keep on keeping on here. If you're just joining me and haven't watched the previous parts, this room here has a glitch where if you haven't opened up that other door and you're in it, all of the zombies will spawn out of that one window. So I take advantage of that. I'm going to throw a grenade here. The zombies are strong enough at this point where grenades will not kill them, and I can just get some free points, essentially. So I get all the zombies spawned in, almost 100% through that window, and then I run them out to that trap, and I run back to the room and try and get in there before they all spawn in. As you saw there, I had a dog, and I will probably have one or two zombies, maybe three, coming at me out through this other door, but everybody else is coming through this window here. The reason that these other zombies are spawning in through these other places is because I didn't make it all the way back to the room by the time they got spawned. So the trick is to try and get back to the room as fast as possible. So I hit the trap and run back, and you gotta, I wish there was stamina up on this map, but there isn't. But you gotta kind of pace yourself a little bit, because if you just keep holding down that run button, you actually go slower because you'll run out of energy and you'll be stopping and starting, so you kind of gotta run, give yourself a couple seconds to catch your breath, and then start running again. And that's also, if you're just joining me, why I have the ballistic knife as my secondary weapon, is for my movement speed. Buy ammo here. My other weapon is this gun on the wall here. For the most part, I've cruised through these rounds here. I never was in real trouble going down. I did, in between the last episode, if you will, and this, I did do a little change of strategy for a little bit to kind of build up my points. I can kind of show you what I did here, because I was hovering around 10,000 points, and it's kind of tough at that point in the game because the zombies are still weak enough that you run the risk of killing them while you're doing these circles, which you don't want to do, because then you run the risk you'll have zombies spawning in from places you're not expecting, and you'll have dogs coming at you too. But basically what I did is, to build up some money, is rather than running the trap, I would just do an extra circle, so nothing too complicated, but just to gain points. If you're in a situation where you know, if you go down or something and you need points to run the trap, that's all you need to do, is just go around, do an extra time. Now, at this point, I have no real fear of killing the zombies, but if it's earlier in the game, you do need to be careful, because then you can get yourself into more trouble if you end up killing some of those zombies. So and dogs are not really a problem, because you can kill them with 2 hits of the Bowie knife. So as long as you're not getting attacked by other things at the same time, you should be fine with the dogs. And if you hear a dog spawn in, it's a good idea to try and figure out where that is, and then try and draw it to you as quickly as possible. So if you got a dog that's across the bridge or somewhere down over there, and he's walking instead of running at you, you want to try and shoot it to get him to run at you. So I just try and take a couple quick shots at a dog that isn't running at me, to bring him to me as fast as I can get him to me, so that the dog gets there and I can kill him before anything else gets to me. Because if you get in a situation where you got a dog that's also in your circle, that's not going to work out that great, because he's going to be running faster than all the other zombies. He's going to hit the trap faster than all of them, and it's going to kind of throw a monkey wrench in your situation. So you want all zombies, and you want them all at the same speed if you're doing this. So I can throw my grenade as long as I know I'm not going to make any crawlers with it. Every crawler you have at this point is just another zombie that isn't going through the trap, and so you're making these rounds last longer if you've got crawlers. But trust me, they're long enough. And I'm keeping an eye on down this way for zombies coming in. Looks like we're clear this time, which is a rarity. Normally you got at least a couple. I think we're at the end of the round here. Oh. So I'm going to take advantage of that and just murder these zombies old-fashioned. style here, which will probably make me use my whole gun. But it's an opportunity for me to get some points too. At this point, that's not a real big concern, but I want to make sure I get back up to that room before I kill the last zombie here. But they're all, you know, tough as leather, so. Probably this is about the point at which you want to start considering just using the trap. What did he give me? A hammer? No, thank you. Yeah, you definitely don't want hammers at this point.
Don't fuck with a Marine!
Because what happens is, some of those zombies that won't spawn in at that room will get spawned behind windows that are closed up, and then their timing gets all thrown off, and then you'll get trapped over here because you'll get zombies coming in late over here, and that's bad news. So you definitely don't want hammers at this point anymore. You're in big trouble if you got hammers at this point.
Go eat someone else, freak bag!
So since it's the beginning of the round, I'm actually going to grab that and kind of hold off here for a little bit. It's a little risky, to be sure, but oh, why didn't I kill him? But I do want this round to go a little bit faster if I can. Kind of a lucky break, to be honest.
Can't do my job if I ain't packing heat.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Come on, hurry up. Go, 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 go. Son of a bitch. See, that was a big mistake. I was really hoping that would go off before the insta-kill went off, but as soon as I threw it, I knew it wouldn't. So, big mistake. Now I'm going to be spending this round fighting off those crawlers, trying to kill them when I can, but they're going to be all over the map. And I'm only going to be taking out, you know, like 20 out of the 24 zombies every time I do that. So that's, I did, and I can't hang out over here. I got 2 dogs after me.
Sorry, Smellhound. You gotta be put down.
That was a big mistake. Yeah, I really fucked that up. I got crawlers right in my walkway. Fortunately, I'm getting stuck there. Yeah, if you missed the other parts, you can of this video series, you can get stuck on that spot for some reason. I don't know what causes it, but hopefully I can kill this dog here at least. Yeah, but the problem is he's gonna spawn in a zombie super early here. I don't know where, there's one crawler there. I don't know where the other crawlers are. It's a goddamn mess. It's a huge mistake. Hopefully there isn't a crawler standing in any of the walkways. I don't see any other crawlers at this point, but that doesn't mean they're not there. Die. Here's what I'm afraid is going to happen. He's going to probably drop down on this time around. And I'm afraid he's going to block my path here at some point. Yeah, he dropped down. Best case scenario at this point is he goes around the right side, which I don't go, and he makes his way to the trap. Probably what's going to happen is he's going to make his way over to the trap after the trap's already gone, and then he's going to be in my way down that hallway after the trap. It's the most likely situation. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make the trap this time. If I'm lucky, he'll make the trap next time. But at least he seems to be the only crawler. Alright, well, we're mostly back to normal with that one crawler wasting my time. We'll find out where he's at now. Probably past the trap would be my guess. Yep. Oh, lucky day. He should be hit by the trap this time. Yeah, these guys who come in through those first couple of windows, they're not much of a threat. It's that, like that guy there, he's coming in late enough where I can dodge him easily, but it's those ones that come from across the bridge that can be a problem, especially if you get 2 or 3 of them coming across that bridge. Maybe they ended around here. It sounds like they're dying out. That might be it. Hopefully. Survived a really dumb mistake. Yeah, that was just dumb. I mean, I'm not worried about not having that monkey, because I don't really need the monkeys. But that was a really poor decision, and I'm lucky to not have suffered too much of a consequence from it. But obviously, I was trying to take advantage of the insta-kill while it was there, and if that monkey had gone off, it would have been great, but it was just way too late. Insta-kill was just such a beautiful thing in that moment, because you know you're not going to get any drops because you're using the trap at this point. So just killing that zombie at the end of that round made that drop appear, and it's like, well, Who knows if I will ever see another one of these again. Gotta take advantage of it, but still gotta be smart. Yeah, and that guy's coming across the way. Always gotta keep your eyes down that ridge. We're sitting pretty at the moment with their money, so I'm not too worried about it. If you for sure want to get that one good blast in as you're crossing the bridge, a full clip. And then, as I said before, if you can get some on your way out of this room, great, you know. Then you'll be making more than you're spending. Buy ammo this next time through. Now, if I could get the dogs next round, that would be a beautiful thing. That would be a beautiful thing. But they've been coming, I think, almost exclusively on every 5 rounds this game. So I'm not holding out too much hope that they'll do me a favor and come after 4 rounds. But I'm getting stuck. I hate that. Yeah, the first couple times that happens to you, that's a really freaky thing. And I still don't know why it happens, but... Sharky's now playing Dota 2. Dogs have been very few and far between during the rounds, which is good. I don't actually mind. See, that guy's dangerous, especially when he kind of sneaks in there almost to the point where you don't see him. But I don't mind the dogs popping in, you know, as long as during the middle of the round, as long as I can take care of them quickly, because that actually speeds up the round just a tiny bit, because then you're getting rid of effectively one free zombie. Yeah, so like, come on, boy. So there's one less zombie I have to worry about. There's one zombie I do have to worry about right there. He's by himself though, so he should be fine. And yeah, if you missed the other parts where I talked about just putting one board up on the window, maybe if I get sick of this game I'll show you, but if you board up the window too much, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here while I'm talking, but if you board up the window too much, you run into a situation where the zombies get trapped behind the window, and sometimes you'll get, eventually when you get them out, you'll only get half of them out, and then you can get pinched when you come back around, because you'll get half of them that go through the trap, and then the other half all of a sudden randomly will come out, make it out of that window, and you can get stuck really easily. And that's a situation in which you need monkeys to get out of. But as you saw before, monkeys are a last resort because of the way, you know, they create crawlers. So you don't want to use monkeys if you don't have to. Dolphin dive. There's really not that many glitches in this game that I think are worth making use of. This is one of them. Because most of the glitches that people end up using when they're playing this are ones where you're on something that the zombies can't reach you on. And that's great for getting around 10. But unless you got a thunder gun and somehow have access to infinite ammo for the thunder gun, it's not going to get you very far. So this is one of those glitches where you can actually it works for two reasons. And I think that's the end of the round here. Let's hope for dogs. But it has two main benefits. One is that you have all the zombies basically rounded up, but the more important one for me is the fact that it eliminates all those random dogs in the middle of the round that can really screw up a train that you're running. And I did get lucky here. There's only 4 rounds since the last dogs show. So they kind of owed me though, because all game long they've been doing 5 rounds per dogs. Beautiful. All right, I think I'm going to stop this video here, and I'll catch up with you guys later. I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking 50, but we'll take a gander. So far, so good. I've got no downs so far, and we're cruising right along as fast as one can cruise through zombies. We'll talk to you later, ladies and gentlemen.